Ecosystem, so we have two components of environment, that is the abiotic component and the biotic component, where abiotic component stands for the non-living part and the biotic component is going to include all the living organisms. So both this abiotic component and biotic component of the environment are inseparable, and they are going to interact with each other and keep a balance in the environment, and Tansley described this interaction as ecosystem. So let's define ecosystem. An ecosystem is defined as the interaction of organisms with each other and with their physical environment. So it is going to possess both the characters or both the components, that is the living component biotic and the non-living component which is abiotic. The ecosystem is the structural and functional unit of the environment, and in an ecosystem, living organisms are going to interact with each other through food chain in which one organism is going to consume another. So here we have an example, that is plant is going to interact with soil to get essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and other minerals which the plant would be utilizing for synthesizing various things. Then they are going to obtain carbon dioxide from air, water from soil and sun's energy, and they are going to synthesize a complex molecule like glucose which would be passed in the food chain. The next thing is that ecosystem requires a continuous input of energy, and hence an ecosystem is an open system which requires regular input of energy and circulation of matter for its sustenance. So we can conclude that there are two basic processes that occur continuously in an ecosystem. The first one is the cycling of material and the second one is the flow of energy. Let's talk about the cycling of material. So all types of ecosystem have a cyclic exchange of material between the living and non-living component. So let's take an example over here. So the soil or water or air, this is going to be the abiotic component, and this plants are going to be the living component. Now let's see the interaction. So plants are going to consume nutrients and carbon dioxide and water from this abiotic source, and then it is going to enter the food chain. We also know that all these living organisms will die at a point and they would be decomposed by the decomposers, releasing back these nutrients into the soil, water and air. So here we can see the cycling of material or the cyclic exchange between the living and the non-living component. The next one is the flow of energy. So we know that the main source of energy is going to be sun, and this energy of sun is being trapped by the green plant by the process of photosynthesis, and it is converted into the organic compounds like glucose, which is then passed on to the other organism through the different steps of food chain.